Hello, and good evening. Welcome. If you're tuning in here, if you're listening to this later, this is live. But I'm going to be leaving this up. I'm Rich Newberry, and this evening I've got an animated short that I've got to produce. I've already recorded the audio for it over in Adobe Audition. All the work's going to be done in Adobe tonight. I'm going to be working with Adobe Character Animator and Adobe Premiere Pro and putting together a cartoon short for another channel that I have. We enjoy every day. Let me head on over there. We enjoy every day. There's several of the videos that are on my channel. And if you're here the first time, I do cartoons, videos, video editing, overlays, graphics. If you're a streamer, if you want to overlay like the overlay that I have here, we can put that together for you. Shout out to Jess there in the chat. Let me go ahead and get that. Let's get that on up there. Hey, Jess. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for swinging by. We're gonna have fun tonight. It's gonna be like I have here in some of our animated work. It's gonna be a couple of our characters. Oh, this is on my page. Let me go to the other page. It's gonna be these two characters. It's gonna be Alan and Jr. Alan is the alien from our cartoon. There's a pilot episode that's 11 minutes. It's the type of cartoon that would go on Adult Swim, a network along those lines. And we're trying to put together some shorts because YouTube's puts those out there pretty well. And you can end up getting some more views and reaching more people by putting shorts together. So we just been putting together some comedy ones. I've got one for this evening that is a little stupid song the two of them sing about Wednesday, and so we're gonna work on that this evening in Character Animator, like I was mentioning earlier. Let me bring this on up. This is one that was done for last week, and I because everything is already set up and the structure of the file's already set up, it's easier for me to just open this up, duplicate what I need of this character, and then remove all the animation from the last time, and then drag in the audio files that I need for the lip syncing and the other things. Let me ask real quick before I get started working, Jess, how's the sound? How's the sound? Let me know how the sound is. But we're gonna be doing this, and we're gonna be working over in Premiere Pro, pulling using dynamic linking to pull the character animator scenes into our project and lay them in just right inside of our project here in Premiere Pro and pull them into our sequences. So let me see here. Sounds great. Thank you. I appreciate that. And if this is the first time, like I say, if you've been out here, if let me go ahead and I'll play one of the cartoons. So if you've stuck around this long, if you're here from before, let me play one of the. Let's see, we've got Stoner Pep Talk. These are adult, so if you're offended by language, I want to go ahead and I want to say these, you'll find these offensive. There is foul language in them. It's nothing worse than anything you see on TV or anything. Although if you've seen we can't come anywhere near as bad as the boys. Kid Rock. I'm gonna play one where we take a shot at Kid Rock, because he was in the news. No, Weekends and Weed. No, Putin. Everybody hates Putin. Oh, hang on 1 second. I've got to.
Hello?
Oh, yeah. Hey, is this Putin?
Da, I am Putin.
Maybe you should lay off the beans, man.
Who is this?
No, it's your good friend Dozier.
Dozier who?
Does your mom know you're a bottom?
My mother is dead. Why would you speak of such things?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Let me make it up to you. I'll buy you a horse. What if I buy you a horse?
Elon, is that you?
He took a shot at Eli.
That was fun, man. Hey, I'll see you next week.
Get high, crank, call Putin.
Click like and subscribe so we can get high.
So those are some of the characters that we have in our different productions. But it's myself and my wife, and we've done the 11-minute pilot, like I was saying. You can hear some of our music and some of our songs and some of these other spots. But I want to go ahead because if you clicked on this, you probably saw Animating a YouTube short. So I use Character Animator and Premiere Pro. All right. Oh, thanks for the laugh. We got a laugh. We got a laugh here. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that laugh. And anybody, I hope you found that kind of funny. If you've stuck around this long, you must have found that funny. Now, as I was saying, because I want to have my sequences already set up to where YouTube Shorts are supposed to be 1080 wide by 1920. They're landscape, a tall video, and so I want to go ahead and have my scenes ready to go in that manner. I have so many of these that have these two characters, Alan and JR, that I've gone ahead and pulled in. So I can just take existing files that I have here, existing projects. This is the one with JR. I just clicked on the one that's already open. It'll open up the one right now that has Alan in it. And I could just use this to where I can just delete those. I don't have to go through as many things, find the puppets to pull in. It's just a lot easier. I kind of used the last one that I used with those two characters as a template file for the new one. Hey, it finally opened. But it had all this animation, and so it was going ahead and opening all this stuff up. Now, these are triggered puppets, the artwork and everything, original artwork of ours, like I say, from that cartoon. And they've got a little song for Wednesday. I'll play it in a second here, but I want to go ahead and first thing I'm going to do is, since I've got this open and my puppets are already pulled in, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate, save a copy. Save project as, because I am now onto a new project. And this project is going to be Weed Wednesday song. Did you hear that? Wednesday. That's how you remember. That's how you remember those things. Wednesday song. Yeah, that works. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so it's made a copy of it, so I'm not overwriting the last one that I had. I've saved my copy of that, and I already have these characters in these scenes. It'll take them up. I'm with the streaming, with the different things that I have enabled on the machine and Premiere Pro and everything. I've got a little bit going on, so. All right, so now I'm in a brand new file that has these existing scenes in it. Here I am with Alan. Let me just go ahead and make it so I can. Wrong way. Make it so I can just grab everything. Get rid of it. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same with my scene with JR. And I should have already done it to Alan, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to rename both of them to a name unique for this, to rename the scene. Scale my timeline, grab everything, just get rid of it, because I'm going to be replacing everything with those others are just thumbnails. Now here's where I've got these. The WAV files don't take up any size. I could get rid of them if I needed to. Let me find my folder where I have my audio. I'm just going through Windows Explorer on another window, not leaving you in the dark. So just know there's stuff going on off to the side here. Dun, dun, dun. I'm in my lines folder. It's Wednesday. Now the name of this, and I've got. I had done this in Audition. I did it earlier. It wouldn't work well to do live, and I needed to take care of the audio before I actually came and went live. But in Audition, along with my mix down that I'm going to end up more than likely using over in Premiere as the master. Over here, I have separated so the lines. There's a separate audio. Once I've mixed it, I then just export the tracks with the different effects and different leveling and voice leveling on them. But I export the tracks into each one for each character. So let me find one. I should have one for JR and one for Alan. They're WAV files. I have dragged them over off of my other monitor, and it has copied them into here. So the first thing I generally do, these file names are getting a little bit larger. Oh, here we go. JR, let me drag this down into my scene. To have it on the bottom. Select both JR. I've got lip syncing. Now, some of these, let me go ahead and turn these off. I don't need the eye gaze of the face because we're not live. We will be doing that, and I do live animations with characters. You'll see some live where it's actually a character of me, and I will do that at sometimes and show behind the scenes. But I'm not going to be running off the camera. I'd have to hook up the other camera, and that wasn't anything I felt like doing. So I haven't needed to, and I wasn't going to do it just for going live. So we've got both those selected. I'm going to my timeline, and I'm going to compute lip sync take from scene audio. It does allow you to have a transcript, and I have at certain times gotten good results using that. But there's times that I end up. It's almost as though I have to go in and correct more things that I don't find appealing. Than when I just do it this way, where I still might want to go in and correct a shape here or there along the timeline, but I'm just going to go off the audio for now. So I select that. It goes through to process the audio. And you can see, let me enlarge this. And I don't know how well you can actually see. Because it is on a stream. You may be on your phone, you may be doing something, but like I mentioned, this is more just behind the scenes. This is me doing some of this work that I've got to do to get one of these out, and we're gonna be putting another one out on Friday. So I'll probably Thursday afternoon, because the audio is already done on that. I'll probably get working on that one. But we've got our audio, and we've got that. Let me see if I have. Let me double check and make sure the audio is on here, so you'll be able to hear, and we'll see how it did with lip syncing. Here we go. And this is him.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. You know what that means.
Yeah, I do.
It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit in my news feed. Yeah, it feels like a buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed. Oh man,
Okay, I could see several things that I want to change there, along with the fact that he says the other character's line. It's because that one I did dynamically on this one recording and had the other character come in at the next point. So I don't need, I don't care about the audio here. Is it? I believe it was this phrase here.
You know what that means?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do. So it's these frames here that I want to get rid of because he's not actually talking there. Now, let me go ahead. Let me rename these because twice now I've forgotten to go ahead and do that, even though I said I should have done that. Go ahead and rename this one to Wednesday Song. And I'm just going to copy that and do the same thing. Oh, that's okay. I needed to come here anyway. Do the same thing here. So now I've got Alan. Let me come up here and grab Alan's lines. No, that's Monday Grind. Let me go to the Wednesday Alan up here. Here we go. All right. Let me check the chat. It looks like maybe Jess is still with us. If you're still with us, hey, thanks for hanging out. I probably need to go ahead and get you set up as some sort of something, you know. Let me come over here and add you as a moderator. There you go. There you go. So you know, Jess is gonna keep an eye on that chat for me, and because I'm sure it's on fire. The chat's on fire. So we've got now we've got our other character. Let's go ahead and let's do the same thing, selecting the character. I want to turn on recording with the lip sync, so he's armed for lip syncing, and compute lip sync from scene audio, just like we did with the last character. I know the chat's just burning up, isn't it? Isn't it? It's amazing. Hey, okay. Let's take a look and see what we've got here with our character Alan. I'm gonna zoom in. Let's take a look at how he does. Nora, the Stock Explorer.
It's
Welcome.
Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit in my newsfeed. Yeah,
I'm animating a cartoon that we're putting out on our other channel, the We Enjoy Everyday channel.
You're still an insult.
That actually didn't do a bad job. Loving this. Thanks. It's when you put it together, the two of them are just singing a dumb Wednesday song that I just recorded real quick and did the mixing on and everything. If I've got you here, the what I keep thinking of is he is an alien. If you go to the We Enjoy Everyday channel, a bunch of the cartoons that are on, yeah, here it is. A bunch of the cartoons that are listed on my channel are actually links to stuff over here, the songs and everything. It's meant to be like on Adult Swim. So there's some sick humor in it and everything, the cartoon. But we're trying to get noticed with the shorts, trying to reach more. We've gotten some views and everything over there. It takes a while to keep up with all of it. But episode 1 is how they come across the alien, and how Alan, the alien, becomes a part of the whole show. The dynamic between the two of these is the one really giving the other one a hassle and everything. But what I keep thinking about is a quick, the because clearly you've got the play on words there with the Dora the Explorer, and so a quick shot of you standing in a t-shirt and the shorts, the socks and everything. I can't remember if she wears a hat, but with some sort of map in front of you, maybe looking over your shoulder, and have all the stock exchange, have all the different market symbols and stuff be in the jungle in front of you. I thought really playing up and adding that on might look really neat up in your channel up there, and you could have a quick animation or a quick thing for an intro that you could throw over. I don't know what you use to produce your videos and everything, so I don't know what formats and what you can add on and everything. But oh yeah, anything. I'm wide open right now and actually looking for any projects. So whenever you are wanting to tackle something and everything, I'm well open to making people a deal on things. So catch me when you are ready. That's these overlays. What I'm going to be working on after I finish up tonight's cartoon are going to be, I've got this overlay engine to put, like this border that you see with my logo and everything on it. It's an MOV file that's got the transparent, and I've been using it. I put together a pack. I'm going to do a transition here. I don't want to go to the starting soon. Let me go to one of the other shots. This is a transition that it created. I put together all these I'm doing, if you had your logo, I've got this engine. I can put in your information, select the different color schemes, and actually get that put together in about 20 or 30 minutes, and it gives you 50 to, I think it's 50 or 55 different transitions with because all the stuff around this. Let me go to one of them that's a full screen. Oh, you wouldn't be able to hear me. I'd have to set that up, and I'm not going to screw with that. I'm going to do another one of the swirly, I don't know, smoke slide in. Let me see what we've got here. I don't know what you use for your streams, but those are ones that are generated with the thing. I use OBS. OBS Studio. The reason I use OBS is the other ones, like I have StreamYard, but I only use it when I want to record my screen of something I'm doing on OBS, to where I want to see OBS without all the repeated shot to infinity, so I can do tutorials and stuff over there. But it also, it doesn't have everything automatically just built in, and so it doesn't take up as much of the computer processor when it's running, and it allows me to do more of the graphics and the other high-end stuff that I've got to do at the same time, so it doesn't eat up my machine or anything like that. But yeah, this thing, that's what I'm actually looking to market here in the near future. I'm going to be putting these things over on Fiverr, so I can start getting those. Going to put them for the whole package. Doing one-offs here and there, I figure I'd end up doing those at $5. But the whole package that has, I think it's 55. It's got all these different, from the different directions. Smoky Stinger, let me just, it's got to load all that in to After Effects. With the overlays, the MOV files. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing lives more on this channel, doing work on the other stuff, but I'm looking to put these together. Let me go to the borders, wide right, whatever color scheme that you have set up over here in the controller. I've written this so it's something I can end up doing and knocking out in 20 or 25 minutes. With all of the, we go to the effects controller on this, so I can just sample the set of colors that I want to end up using. Oh, those were the colors. And it's, I don't know how well that's showing up on the screen, but it's got those options as well as different patterns, and I can just go through and modify how the pattern appears and so forth. And this is a swirly. There's a terrain. I don't know if you can pick up on the stream the differences that I have there, but you pick. Let me pick it. I don't like this color scheme. I want to go with something like that. But you select what you want as the color scheme. I call this the noise pattern because it's a fractal noise. The transitions I've got. Let me get back over to the project, as I think I've got 20 of those in here. We've got the swipey. Let me hit the. Yeah, it'll just repeat. Swifty. I gave these real creative names, as you can see. Let me hit Swifty here. These are kind of neat. Basically, they're different alpha patterns that I pulled off of Envato Elements and brought into the to the thing. Hey, you. I'm $25. I can get you 20 of these and these 10 overlays or 30 overlays. I think it's 50 or 55 of these. That's what I'm actually bringing. I figure I've got here's one of them, because I just have to go in and change this in the logo, because it already you can see it's already done all of the, it already has the changes to all the different settings that I have. I figured this one, and then after this, it's easy enough to transition to specialty with pictures and different stuff. This kind of has it all put together. So if you had shots that you needed certain openings for cameras and different stuff, and then just the standard background. I think the background has nothing on it. They're animated. Well, it's just like what I'm doing here. It's just like what the one that I've got around me here. So yeah, if you know anybody, because like I say, I've got to get this up on Fiverr, and I'm going to be selling. I could give you an exact number. How many? You can see the stingers. Now a bunch of the stingers here, just so you know what. And I need to actually, this one busts apart in stars. This one, these are all, there's 5 of them that come in from 5 different directions. And the 4 different sides and top, bottom, and in from the center. But all we do is just change the logo once. That's the logo. If you wanted one, I mean, I could do that whenever you need. I'm just letting you know I'm wide open. I'm wide open. To be right back that I've got I think that was actually my I've left open. I haven't put the Be Right Back. The Be Right Back is actually just this standard background that and my starting soon that I have. Those, it's just the empty background shot that we had here. That I just took OBS text and put another layer on top and everything, and I had a logo on it. I'm probably going to expand this to include a counter, probably a 2-minute counter, a 5-minute counter, that kind of thing along those lines. I can make it say whatever you want. I'll create. Have I frozen up? It looks as though my stream is freezing. Testing 1 2. Testing. Hey, am I back? Am I back from streaming? Oh, let me right over here. I was froze. Wasn't I? Hey, Jess is there. Jess is there. And it looks like we've got some others here. Welcome, whoever's here. I've been going off about some, if you showed up for animation, just to bring over to, I want to deliver on that part. Look at that. That's a character. I'll let him talk. I just want to deliver on part of this. It's just to show what's going on.
Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after poking at the bullshit.
Looking forward to it, Norm. Looking forward to it.
Buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday. Let's smoke some weed.
So this is one character of the two that are going to be singing, just to deliver on the. You're seeing some animation go on in Character Animator, and I'm gonna get back to it. Hey, Jess is here. She is my wife, and she does the artwork. Although the alien, I am proud to say I sketched and created. She's the one that has put together the other characters and most all of the backgrounds we have in a lot of the shows. So she will be. We can animate. She'll do the drawing. She'll actually get the puppet put together for me, and then I come over here and bring them to life. We could put together custom transition. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. I've been using Adobe for the last. Well, to be honest, I started doing animation about 15 years ago. Using Flash, I can't remember if it was 7 or 8, whatever version of Flash it was, and then about 5 years ago I started using got back into it because I'd only done it for about 5 years at that point. Then work, other hiatuses, had a couple of kids with Jess. Say hello again, like I was saying in the chat, but. Gotten back into it, and just the tools are amazing that are there now. So I'm looking to get into commercial work to generate what we need to fund the cartoon and make that into something that we did. Well, mine was years ago. This was 15 years ago. I was pumping away on Flash. Flash and Illustrator. Those were the two things back then. And I started working with Animate. It's called Animate, but it is what Flash was. So if you had used Flash, Animate would be what you could migrate to quick. But then once you realize what they have with Character Animator, there's so much more power. There's so much more power. Me? Are you asking Jess or are you asking me? I can't remember if it was over on Popcorn, TWP Popcorn. I believe that might have been That might have been where it was. He had done a live, and I hadn't seen him do a live, or at least not caught him do a live that really picked up until the other. Might have been a couple weeks. Yeah, that was where I'd seen it. There were several people that were in there and everything, and then I went over and caught the yours and the oh, it'll come to me because I can see the green logo, the flower, the it's where you do the gardening. It's where you do the plant tips. And being someone who's grown different things, I like seeing that and enjoy the gardening. I do have a green screen behind me here. We've done some different. I like to do VFX with After Effects. I do live action as well, so I don't just do cartoons. But I've got the green screens and well, the whole setup for recording and everything else. If you look at the variety of stuff that I've got on my channel, those music videos and the songs, I did all the recording, all the instruments. Although those are my kids, and everyone's making it big but me. The cartoons and so forth, there's an auto blink. Yes, you've noticed that. It does that, and I can. Let me come over here and just show a little bit of what Character Animator can do. Let me make sure I've got the draggers turned on. Does he have draggers in his arms? Damn it, what's not active here? What's not active? This is just terribly embarrassing. Let me go over here to Alan. Let's see if Alan's working, or if I have anything. I've got to change here. Hey, I do have tilt. With this character, and with the ones that I go live, because I actually have a MIDI controller that I tie different things to, like the tilt on the character. I'm turning here, if I can get it in the screen. Oh, it's up there. I'm turning a knob over here, and I've got the knob controlled, so I can actually go through while the character is recording and record the movement dynamically for that. And because this character floats, he doesn't walk, and so I've got it set up to where I can I'm using two different controllers, and then I can always go back and make changes down here. I'll go ahead and I'll just record some lines, record some movement with him. Are these the two? Here we go. I've just given a subtle amount.
It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit in my newsfeed. Yeah, it feels like a buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed. You're still an insult.
Oh, and let me point out, you may have noticed down on the bottom there was a flashing saying that it was not recording things that were not, because Transform, which has my position, and I have to arm these things for recording. Had I come over to the controls, I'd have seen they weren't, or had I noticed that down there. I'm doing multiple things at once. This is a one-man show. So you realize I have difficulties. Let me now record it, and this is just to give them a sense of floating around.
It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit in my newsfeed. Yeah, it feels like a buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed. You're still an insult.
All right. And I hit the space, and you can see that it's the position X and Y, where it was located, and the rotation. It recorded the rotation, although I didn't change the rotation. So I'm actually going to come down here to that layer. I'm going to get rid of it. It has some easing that I can do to ease into the initial position in case it was not close to where I can do easing on the in and out to smooth the movement from wherever it's actually starting at to there. So it came on down on its own, and it's recorded. It recorded those
It's
elements.
Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after.
That's, and I'll add next time. I'll come back. Let me select him. Go to the controllers. I don't want the Y, and I don't want the X, but I do want the tilt. So let me record the tilt this time.
It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit in my newsfeed.
Oh, hang on. I apologize. I was looking at your comment. It actually is. It's just showing up the way. Oh. Transparent. Here it is against the transparent. This will get dragged. I actually will drag this and the other one into a Premiere Pro project so that then I can add background videos to them. I can work with all the audio controls that are in Premiere Pro and then have it put the two of them together in the scene and cut between different stuff. But and it's probably not showing up on the screen real well, but it is a transparent background on there right now. I should have gotten more into the movement when I was recording that, but I was reading the comment. I apologize about that. Let me. It is. I mean, it is a nice thing to actually. Let me make sure I'm to actually do this and try to get it going. If I can make it so this is how I'm making a living, I'm gonna love life. Until then, I'm hoping to at least get things like this, these banners and those stingers and different things. Get those things out there and overlays. See if that works. Okay, hey, now I'm gonna rotate. I want to dance when I do it. 2, 1.
It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit in my newsfeed. Yeah, it feels like a buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed. You're still an insult.
All right. Streamlabs. That's pretty much the same as OBS, isn't it? Will it? Are you talking about the animation, or are you talking about the borders and so forth? Because the animation Streamlabs, you would put this out and just it goes out as a camera feed, so you can have a character if you're talking about live animating a character. If you're talking about the borders are MOV files. So if it supports, I know StreamYard, you've got to have, but I'm pretty sure Streamlabs is the same as what I've got. It's just got a bunch more on it. Yeah. And what this one does, if you catch me during the day, sometimes I come in here and this will work. I've got, like I was saying, I've only got the one camera on me right now. This will, otherwise that camera can be used to actually run the characters dynamically. This one I can actually get to lip sync with me here live. Let me go ahead and turn on the microphone. Hey everybody. Hey everybody, my mouth is, hey everybody.
this is what I look like. This when I'm talking, and it'll do this live. And he can sit here and he can turn the button, and it comes across as a camera feed. It's like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's a camera feed. Do I have? I wonder if I actually have that camera feed on one of these. Because let's see. Okay, camera feed. No, it's. I thought maybe it would be over here. Those are words. No, sorry. But he is. You can see that it's actually picking up on my voice and everything, and that way I can. And I'm using this controller over here. Other character that I have. The character that is me with the unique hair that's down here in this picture. Where am I wanting to point? Right here, with the pigtails. I did that to make my kids laugh, and it worked so well. I figured, well, you're gonna remember the guy in pigtails. Let's see if this guy, because I've got other buttons, so I can move this hand. I don't have the camera because otherwise it would actually be tilting along with me doing this. I'm hitting different buttons to move the eyes, and it'll do this live and stream it. And so this is actually a camera inside of, and I swear I should be able to see it, but I'm not sure why. It doesn't make sense. I apologize for my lack of capabilities right now. I've gone off on tangents. I've been having fun talking to you, and it's nice to actually, get to show what I got going on and everything. So, because I've enjoyed seeing, and I lived down in Fort Myers for 12 years, seeing that just flat road that you were riding on there with the Denny's. I remember those flat roads. I remember there's no hills. So that was something fun. But yeah, this software is just amazing. You just have to set it up and get it going. There's walk cycles for some of these characters. That's the one I should have done, was the walk cycle. Now the chances of me actually pulling off getting the walk cycle to work on this other Alan JR. Now these are cannabis people. These characters that you see. Here's where I've got them. I've got them scaled down and everything, but let's see if the walk is triggered. I'm just pushing the arrow. I'm just pushing the arrow on this, and I'm talking. So he's picking up on my words as I'm coming along here, and this is how things work, and I can do this. I can do this shit all night. This is the way it is, and the software just has so much for animation, and so as long as you can, the whole thing about none of these things are difficult. It's just you got so many of them to put together like an 11-minute piece, but this takes a lot. If you worked in Flash before, then you can imagine how many frames, and this is running at, I think, 30 frames. I'm either doing 25 or 30. I think 25. Although I might have gotten lazy and just gone ahead and said, yeah, I'll do 30. Yeah, 30. See, lazy one. I gotta be honest about that. When I just flake on it. But no, this is what I'm trying to get going, is doing these things. Yes, layers. The number of layers, and then the number of scenes and the number of characters that have to get pulled into those scenes. These the project can just become overwhelming, just very overwhelming. But I love it. I love doing comedy. It's and music. A lot of, if you check out any of the on that other page,
all the songs are comedy songs. I can't write and so if any of this stuff has seemed kind of funny, you may enjoy some of the songs that we have, some of those videos and everything along those lines. It's what I want to be doing. I used to be a computer programmer. I did that for years and years, and good at it, but really not as once you know, well, whatever, I can write it. Yeah, there's no challenge and there's no fun. I never made anybody bust up laughing writing code. Hey, did you check out that line I just wrote? It just didn't work. The stuff on my page, it's all performances of me. It's all stuff. The stuff that's on my page. Now, if you're talking about anything that you would want to have, I've done jingles. I've done everything along those lines. So if you wanted something original, I can end up throwing originals together. But all the stuff I've got on mine, I'll use Envato if I'm putting together background music, and I'll do a remix on it. There's amazing remix capabilities to get it to use AI. Adobe uses AI to remix stuff that you can pull off of Envato, and I've got the rights to use it, but I try to make it a little more unique that way. So no, I don't use I don't there's artwork that isn't something we created, but like there's a wizard character that I used for the crypto. And that wizard, it's a free one from Adobe. Adobe has so many. Let me come over. Home. Let me go to home. Adobe has so many. The wizard's right here, down at the bottom. These are all characters that Adobe gives you free. They have a character creator in there, so you could make your own puppet, and have it so that it can live stream, and you can select from. There's a character builder that they have that's somewhere in here. Oh yes, they have all of these. And where is the puppet maker? Let me go ahead and show you the puppet maker. Anybody else that tunes in, if you have been coming along for this ride, that must be number one hell of a buzz. But number two, because I've been chatting with someone in the realm there. But see, this is a character they've put in front of me. I can come from a starting character, a different style. Let's that has something on its head. I don't. Let me go back to just a regular person. This is all with Adobe. Yep. There we go. Let me come up to, we'll just pick their standard Adobe style, which we were already at. See, we don't use this that often, but I can, you select the different hairstyle for the character, different hats or no hat. Leaving the hairstyle, shading on the hair. You're building. It's getting the words right now from me live. So you're seeing. You can give it custom eyebrows, eyelashes, whether you want longer, eye color. There's a little bit of creepiness going on with eye color, but hey, who am I to judge? This is Adobe. They're a great company. I'm not saying anything bad about Adobe. Put an eye patch on them if you want. Facial hair or no facial hair. Shirt designs, which if you can build one in here, and then you can open it up in either Photoshop or Illustrator, whichever the source comes in, if you wanted to then make different changes. Now, I don't, again, I should say, if I had the camera hooked up to it, it would also be moving along with me. Now, it has different, it can have different backgrounds. on this one, on this design, or no background. Different eye looks. Let me get rid of that patch. I'm sorry. I give him glasses. He can come from the bottom up, go back down, go back up. These are the animations they've gone ahead and given you with it. But the arms, it'll track your arms if you have the camera set wide and everything else. You go ahead and you select it, and then you just have to go over to generate, and it'll generate generate a specific one. I'll go ahead and click it. Would have been nice if the character was in. But now I'll come over here and I'll see a scene that has that character in it. And these are all tied to buttons on the keyboard, so I can have the character leave, leave, and then Q, right? There. And then, I needed to go E and then R. You get used to performing with the character, with what they have. And again, it would be moving its head, its arms would be doing different stuff. You've got different eye looks and facial expressions for whether you're happy, content, surprised, yeah, okay. But I'm clicking on those, or it's 1, 2, 3. You've got keyboard shortcuts that set to everything. So they give you so much to design. So if especially if you've done Flash and different things, this gives you a starting point on something, and then you can just customize it because you come to the character. Should be able to. Oh, big joint. That's not the character. I'm not sure where it put the puppet. I'm dragging on here. What's the puppet's name? So I know what I'm looking for. Oh, it's picking up on my voice. Watts. Here we go. Here's Watts. Here's how Watts is rigged up, how you set it up. And then puppet. Edit original. And we'll see what it opens up. Photoshop. So if you had Photoshop, you could then make any changes you want to this character and everything. It's all set up to work. I should have another live stream tomorrow where I'm actually going to be the cartoon version of myself with the tie-dye and everything along those lines. So that ought to be, I'm hoping that's going to be fun. Hoping I didn't miss anything in the comments. It looks like we actually have 3 viewers. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, click like and subscribe so you know we all need those analytics. Anybody that is tuning in that has hit this point, if you need anything for your stream, if you're a content creator, hit me up. Oh, that's Jess. And yes, Jess is another one. Yes, I appreciate that. You have yourself a fantastic evening, Nora. I'll be, when you're putting stuff out, I'll be taking a look and everything. And if you're live, because I kind of been watching the crypto. I watched crypto news earlier today. So yeah, I'll be. I'm sure we're gonna be chatting. We're gonna be chatting up. Let me check the time. Let me check the time here. It's probably near time that I took myself a little intermission. So I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm gonna bail for a little bit, but I'm gonna continue rolling because we may stay up. But I'm gonna leave the old "Be Right Back" up in my place. Nora, hey, I love that you stopped by. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So many times when there aren't any other viewers and you wish you had somebody to just kind of guide things so that you're talking to someone other than yourself. So thank you for that. Jess, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and let me see you out here after a bit. Welcome back. Welcome back. And yes, as the graphic said, click that like and click that subscribe if you're out there. Hope everybody has had themselves a wonderful your week is getting back to normal here. Although how can anything be normal? I'm not gonna get into any of that. Uh, but thank you if you are sticking around. If you are someone just jumping to this spot in the video, thanks for watching. Click the like and subscribe. Just do animations and so forth. Let's get back to where we were, where we've got Alan. Now, right now, I don't know what this Alan is doing. This is not the right. This is a thumbnail, Alan. I'm in the wrong one. Let me come to the scene that is actually the one that I've recorded.
It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after poking at the bullshit in my newsfeed. Yeah, it feels like a buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed. You're still an insult.
Now, I'm sure we're going to end up at the end having, and like you'll see, it's picking up on my, I'm going to turn off the lip sync. So, well, actually, I'll just leave lip sync on. Maybe it's kind of neat. I don't know. It might be neater that the thing is talking, saying what I'm saying, but it might also pick up the air conditioner because I don't know that it has the noise suppression that OBS has for the stream. But I know he's going to end up turning to look at the other character and everything in a bit. But I won't know that until I've got this guy actually. And let me look at JR. I won't know that until I've got him in the scene. I won't know that until he's actually put into the scene that he's going to be in the short. Because I like to do my editing over in Premiere Pro. Because as you can see, I went to open this. I'm hoping it's actually opening it. Okay, here we go. Sometimes, I end up waiting. It does a lot, so I understand, but I've got 64 gig of memory. It shouldn't be an issue, you know what I mean? So, I've got these two where they're lip synced.
Yeah.
And no, they're not moving right now.
You know what that means.
But triggers, walk. Oh, because I've got it triggered for the walk, maybe that's overriding the draggers. I'll figure out what I've got wrong there, but before then, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself started in Premiere Pro. Let's dive into where we're at with Premiere Pro. And I'm just gonna do a new project, which brings up their latest, and I really like it if you have items that you're gonna be importing, but I don't. I put everything into a shorts directory for these shorts. I'm gonna name this Wednesday song. I just name them all, try to name them all about the same thing, and that way everything works. You could create a new sequence from whatever items you have selected for import. I'm not selecting them for import. I'm going to use dynamic linking from over in Character Animator. So I'm leaving this alone. New bin, none of that matters. Let's just go to create. We're just getting an empty project here. And here we are. And then I'm going to bring up Character Animator. Let me get it off of full screen. And I know in the end, these two need to be pulled into my project. And hopefully, although I didn't see the copy, yes, there we go. It's going to copy those through dynamic linking. And it'll take a second to go ahead and process it down there. To process both of them, apparently. It's just nothing to see. I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Create Now, because my scenes in this other, and it was something that I mentioned at the beginning, I like to start with one that I've already set the scenes up the way I need, because they're already set up as 30 frames per second, which now I remember I did that because that's what most of the footage and the backgrounds and stuff that I get off Envato are going to be. That way I have common frame rates between them. I go ahead, okay, we're updated. You can see the characters down here, each one of those scenes. I'm going to go ahead and pick one. He's the one that speaks last. So I'm going to create a new sequence from this clip. We've got our new sequence. We've got a sequence that's
Wednesday.
created at the right size, 30 frames a second.
Yeah, I do.
Now it's a minute long. And that's fine because we'll cut this back based on the other. There'll be another item added at the end, which will actually have the click like and subscribe message that comes at the end that we put. So there'll be other videos and stuff that we put in, but we just drag that into our timeline. Let me go ahead and pull the other one in. So, and they've both got their audio. I may not keep the audio from these, but let's see how they sound together. Here's the first time you get to hear them both together.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means.
Yeah, I do.
It's Wednesday. Let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit.
Oh, hang on. Let's see if it's updated.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. You know what that means.
Yeah, I do.
It's Wednesday. Let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit in my news feed. Yeah, it feels like a buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday. Let's smoke some weed.
You're still an insult.
Oh, man.
Okay, we know that but we couldn't see, now I could drag him to the front so we could see both of them. And usually I do, because he's got the arms flapping around and everything, Alan does, I do position him behind him on the layer below so that I don't end up having any problems. But we did notice that Alan doesn't say his first line because it was recorded over on the other audio
I
tape.
do.
It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed after looking at the bullshit in my news feed. Yeah, it feels like a buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday, let's smoke some weed.
I like that. I like that.
You're still an
this is gonna
insult.
be
man.
this is gonna be a good one. And that brings us we're up to the 27-second mark, which gives us plenty of time to, we've got 10 seconds or more to go ahead and put in a click like and subscribe. Now, I believe you don't want the end unless you've got entertainment to take up too much time, because if they figure, okay, show's over, they may go ahead and stop, and you're going to end up with less of a percentage viewed of your video. So if you're trying to have your video rank higher, from what I have noticed, and when it does get put out in that shorts feed, when the shorts feed starts putting it out there, if your percentage starts to go down, percentage viewed, it slows down the distribution of the video. Just like it does, you can watch the likes and dislikes and see how the momentum starts to build after a couple of likes, and if there's a dislike, you see that momentum slow down. So you can, if you watch it, you can see the work of the algorithm going on out there. But I've got to correct. I've got them in here right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna. It's already named properly. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got these two. Let me add some tracks. I want to leave myself some room for any other sound effects that I'm going to put in and things along those lines. Because it's a song, chances are I'm not going to bother to do anything about anything about the music, because I'd have to actually record, and I think I was actually half a step, because these guys, it's me, but I can't sing. So I would have to record the guitar or something, or write it. It's just two idiots making music together. I do want to go ahead, because I want to give myself that option. I'm going to go over to where I have the mix down. I'm going to drag it into our folder. Now, I can get by a lot of times with shorts, because I've got a lot of the work with the other guys over in other files. I can get by with just one folder. I may just put a background behind these two. I've got my standard. Let me go ahead and use my essential graphics right now, where I have my shorts weed footer. Let me pull that thing in and stick it over here over the top. Have your footer created, have your art created ahead of time. That way it's just a drag and drop, and you're just moving forward from that point on. And you're just working on what this individual thing needs. I'll go through stuff from Envato later. You continue to see more and more weed themed videos out there on Envato. Envato elements. They are in no way. I use them. I wish I was getting supported. I only have 17, 18 subscribers. It's it'll take me a while before anybody gives a shit. But I believe I've got something with the generation of these banners and the stingers and other stream elements that people could use, content creators and so forth. People that are having to do the things I'm doing. And if I can put together tools for them to make their show better, that's got creativity to it. I do enjoy that. And I like working with content creators, because they're other people trying to do what I'm doing, trying to get some, like we're trying to do with the cartoon on the other channel. We enjoy every day. Again, I want to mention that in case you're, like I say, scrubbing through this and you came across here. We enjoy every day. This is the channel. It's not. I haven't put it anywhere in the links or anything along those lines. I could see doing that in the future. But that's what I'm working on right now, is in Character Animator, Adobe Character Animator. And I've got him pulled in over here. Now I've got to fix where he doesn't.
It's Wednesday. Let's know what that means.
Yeah.
Right here, this was the line that was over in JR's that I don't have. So let's go correct that real quick. We want to come to Alan, because he's the one that we don't have the lip syncing on. He's the one that we have to put these mouth sets in place for that phrase. Let me go ahead and bounce this up. I'm going to pull this, I'm going to turn off. I'm going to turn off the audio that's in there right now. And I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab JR's audio. Actually, no, this is even better. Yeah, let's do this. Let's just show. This is one way. One way is not better than the other. I don't care. Here we go. Let's make sure that lip sync is set up. Now it will create a new take. It is not going to overwrite what we have right now, although wherever I am recording and wherever I end up doing this. But let's go ahead, and we've got our new audio, which is the other guy's audio. Compute and lip sync. Scene audio. So we have our new take, which has those lines, and these are the ones right here.
Yeah, I do.
We need those lines, which are actually on the other guy's audio. We need this, not the audio, because we're going to get rid of it now. I'm going to go down here because I don't want this. Where is it? I don't want JR's audio in here, but I do want to turn this audio back on, and I'm going to get rid of all these before here, and I'm going to get rid of all these afterwards, which are actually JR's take on all of this, and I'm going to cut back the time that this take is in place to here. And so now, let's roll on through that, and we won't hear him say the words here. But he
It's
does.
Wednesday, let's smoke.
Let's come over to Premiere Pro, where this is dynamically linked, and confirming it's going through. It was just going through down there. You could see the status of it.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. You know what that means.
Yeah, I do.
It's
there we go.
Wednesday, let's smoke some weed.
there you go.
After looking at the bullshit
all
in
you
my
gotta do.
news feed, yeah, it feels like a buzz is what I need. It's Wednesday.
Our friends?
Let's smoke some weed.
Okay. Well, I believe we have some other people that we're going to be getting in touch with. I may go live later on. Anybody who has come across here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna say to everybody out there, thanks to anybody who's come to the end. Hit that bell so you get notified. Check out later. I'll be on live. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.